Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new accessory that I recently picked up over the holidays. This is from Blink. If you guys are not familiar with Blink, Blink is a company that has security cameras. It's actually an Amazon company. I do a lot of ordering through Amazon Prime and stuff like that, so I have a lot of the cameras around my house set up with Blink. Just because they don't require a physical cable to be to run to the camera, so you can pretty much put them anywhere you want. But they do have another set of cameras, which is the Blink Mini. Those do require a cable to give them power. The other ones don't. The other ones run off of AA batteries. But the one thing that was missing from either the larger size Blink cameras or the Mini is the ability to actually pan the camera, tilt it, to be able to see more than just the static image that you would see. So what Blink recently came out with is they came out with this mount, and it's called the Pan Tilt Mount. And this is a mount for your existing Blink Mini, and what it does is it gives you the ability to have 360-degree room coverage at your fingertips. So once you mount your existing Blink Mini onto this mount here, it's going to give you that ability to be able to pan and tilt. So if you guys don't know, pan would be your left to right movement, tilt would be your up and down movement, and then in the app you can actually zoom in, so you have the ability to zoom in as well. Now this is great because one of the areas that I have one of my Blink Mini setup is in my kitchen, and even though it does give me a wide view of pretty much the whole kitchen, sometimes if somebody is directly underneath the camera, because I have it set up over the cupboard, when you are like washing dishes or something like that, you're not going to be able to see it because they're right underneath you or underneath the camera. Now with this, you can go ahead and do that. So I can actually pan from left to right, because behind it would be a wall, so it's not going to be 360 degrees, but it'll probably give me 180 degrees from left to right, and then I could see further down once I have it set up. So this is the box that it comes in. It's a pretty standard Blink box if you guys have seen these before. If you guys are interested in a review on the actual camera, I will link that because I've reviewed the Blink Mini before. I think it's, for the price, it's probably one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best security cameras that you can get. It's really easy to set up. The app works great, and I've had nothing but great results with it. So this is the box that they normally would come in, and then as you open it up, inside you have the actual mount. So there it is. So as you guys can see from the picture right here, the mount is actually available in black and in white. At the time when I purchased it, I think the white one was going to take a little bit longer to get to me, so I decided to just go with the black one. And then the Blink Minis are now available in black and white. All of mine are white, but now it is available in black also, but it doesn't really matter. The color doesn't matter. And then inside you have a little box here with some instructions. Now I can't tell you this. Oh, this is a quick start guide. Basically, this is how to set it up if you were to purchase the camera and the mount at the same time. If you already have your camera, then you don't have to worry about going through the setup, because this is where it's telling you to download, the app and link the camera and all that stuff to the app. So that's again, if you haven't done that, you can go ahead and watch the video that I link. If not, if you've already done that, then you don't have to worry about that. Now, what was pretty interesting is they don't have any type of instructions as far as how to actually attach the existing Blink Mini onto here, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and take off the plastic here, and let's keep this to the top, and we'll take it out. All right, so it is the mount here, and I call it a mount just because you can actually just have this sitting on a surface, or you can mount it onto something else. And that's probably why they call it that too. It does have a little bit of heft to it. This portion down here is rubberized, so if you have it sitting on a flat surface, it shouldn't be moving around. In other words, moving from where you leave it, but it will obviously tilt or pan because the base will be in place, but this black portion of the top is what's going to be rotating all around. You have the section here where you will mount the Blink Mini, and then this is where this will connect onto the Blink Mini. And then on the back right here is where you will run your power cable. Now this does not come with a power cable. Again, the idea is that if you're purchasing this, you're either purchasing this and the camera at the same time, or you already have the camera and you're adding it onto this right here. So here is my camera. Again, this is just a regular mount. You can mount this to the wall via the screws right there, or you can have it sitting on a flat surface like I do, and then you would have to kind of rotate this to get the angle that you would want. In the back right here is your power cord. So what you're going to be using is the same power cord for your camera. It's going to be powering your mount here. So as you guys can see, it has a particular shape that matches the shape on the mount, and then you just slide that in there, and there it is. Now, what you would have to do is you're going to have to remove this bottom portion, the white mount there, and then this is going to mount onto the this portion here. So obviously, what you're going to want to do is mount or connect this portion here. There we go. That's connected there. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So it should match the same design. There it is. And then this should mount onto the bottom portion there where it was mounted before on the white portion there. So hopefully you guys can see that. So there it is. So now this is set up to be able to use with the pan tilt mount here. Again, you'll put it in a flat surface, and then you will just run this to power. And then because I already have this set up with my app, it should recognize it again, and we should be ready to go. So let me go ahead and set up the camera where I would normally have it, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright guys, so here is a quick look at my kitchen, and just to show you, that is where I have the Blink Mini set up. So now you can see that it is in the pan tilt mount, and basically it's going to be showing me the view of the kitchen, and now I can actually rotate it about 180 degrees on either side, but more importantly rotate it all the way down. So if somebody's over here, either at the sink or at the stove there, I would be able to see them. And obviously because this has two-way communication, it has a microphone and a speaker, I can speak to them as well. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like on the app itself. Alright, so here we are back at the desk. This right here is the Blink app, so I'll go ahead and open it. And the really cool thing is that you have the ability to see a quick shot of all your different cameras. So as you guys can see, I have quite a few cameras there. And then they are labeled. So like this one says Nicholas's bed, kitchen, living room, things like that. So kitchen is the one that I have set up with the new pan tilt mount. But before we look at that one, I wanted to go ahead and show you kind of like the view of another one that does not have that that setup yet. So let's look at this one here in the garage. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. It takes a couple seconds to load, and then once it loads the image, because the lights are off, you can see in there I am able to zoom in and look around if I wanted to. But again, that's pretty much the view that I have, is the view that the camera sees. Even though it's a nice wide view, it's still very limited. Same thing here with the front door. If I go ahead and look into that one, you'll be able to see, again, once it finishes loading, after a couple seconds, that the image is nice and clear, so I can see out there. Again, you do have that two-way microphone, so if you wanted to go ahead and communicate, you can do that. And then you could zoom in, but it's basically limited to whatever the original view is. So now, when we go into the kitchen one, you're going to see that the UI is going to be a little different, because you do have this section here that gives you the ability to pan, tilt, and stuff like that with the camera itself. So right now it's a typical setup that I would like to see. So if I press the button to the right, it does take it a couple seconds to kind of communicate with the camera itself. But as you guys can see there, it is starting to kind of move, and it's very small increments. So it's not a large pan that it's going to do, which is fine, because maybe I just want to see a little bit of what's going on either side. And then obviously if I want to go ahead and tilt it so that it can look down, as you guys can see there, it's starting to tilt down, so I can see a little bit clearer view of what's going on. Now you do have this button right in the middle here, which is a little house, and what this does is it actually resets the view to the camera pointing straight out. So if you press that, it's going to reset the view, and the camera will actually basically, like if it was looking 90 degrees. So because I have it so high up, close to the roof, I'm seeing a lot of the roof there, so obviously that's not the view that I would want to see. So I can go ahead and start moving it down until I get to wherever it is that I want to see. And then down here, your controls. So if you want to save the view, what you're looking at, you want to hold and talk to the person, and then a couple more options there. So once you're done, you can go ahead and close, and it'll go back out to your menu here. So I think all in all, the inclusion of this pan tilt mount for the Blink Mini is a great option. It's pretty much the one thing that was missing from the Blink lineup of cameras. The cameras, I have cameras outside which are weatherproof, which is great. Those are the AA battery ones. And then I have a couple of the minis around the house, which is also awesome. All you have to do is connect it to the app, which is connected to the Wi-Fi. There is a receiver that kind of sends out the signal for all the cameras, and you are good to go. So if you're looking to maybe include a couple cameras inside of your house, I think you can't go wrong with using the Blink model of cameras. Again, it's an Amazon company. So once you purchase it, if you purchase it through Amazon, it actually, if you already have an Amazon account, it actually adds it to the account. So when you open up the camera, it already kind of recognizes it. So it's very, very user friendly. And then again, if you want the ability to go ahead and pan and tilt around the room, even to 360 degrees, then you can go ahead and add the pan tilt mount here. And then with the purchase of a Blink Mini, you have that set up all done and ready to go. So there it is, just a quick look at this new accessory, the pan tilt mount for your Blink Mini cameras. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.